Yeah, hello. My name is Kristian Ba, and I'm going to talk about identity-based communication. It's a completely new kind of communication, which you are not probably familiar with. But I also have one key message why this can serve as a kind of fundament below governed environments. As we all know, the current internet cybersecurity solution lacks the identity concept. This has resulted in that it's solved in the application layer, and there's a large fragmentation of the market, and often, solved on quite weak basis. The mainstream cybersecurity solution is currently a patchwork of a lot of small pieces, which has some glitches. It involves the PKI, public key infrastructure, which has been mainly developed for HTTP servers back in 20 years ago, about. And actually, once there's a new problem, one new patch has yet been introduced. This has been ongoing for a couple of decades. The PKI also involves a lot of implicit trust, and we see that this is just ongoing patching, and it's time to do something about it, because this patchwork has caused a significant rise of cybercrime costs. They are approaching almost $6 trillion a year globally. So we have taken the ambitious challenge to redesign the fundament, scrap the old requirements, and look at the current modern requirements and see what we can do about it. First of all, we need to look at what's required for a global acceptance of what kind of tools can we provide without causing new silos. There cannot be any kind of authority built into the technology, but it needs to be separated to an own governed environment. Otherwise, I don't know why this happens. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, we will end up with clustering, and of course, the clusters causes silos and market fragmentation. In an ultimate case, we can strive towards a more global or wider acceptance of the technology and build on top of the old TCP/IP communication a layer of common tools.
So, okay. For some reason it jumps. Yeah.
So that's exactly what we've been doing. We've built on top of TCP/IP a new layer with self-deterministic autonomous identities. They are self-generated. That's even more autonomous than self-sovereign, because these identities, no one can wipe these off the map. They are you're the own master of your own identity. Doesn't mean that they couldn't be bound to governed environments. So the key lesson that I would like to teach is that provide tools, not rules, in the bottommost layer with these autonomous identities. So, and by introducing this new identity layer, we really can provide a powerful set of tools, because as I called it, identity-based communication. Identity-based communication means that it's really a new abstraction layer. You're not communicating between hosts, from clients to servers, but you're communicating between already authenticated identities. You can validate that the remote identity really is the one who you are assuming. You can secure the communication channels, that's made automatically, but you can also, you have the cryptographic tools for signing and validating data, and even encrypting data. This means that the security model suddenly is much more easy to understand. For the application development is easier because they communicate through the identities, which it simplifies. They don't need to bother with the cybersecurity technologies. And of course, identity-based communication has advantages like audit trails, but it's really a good fundament for building privacy by design and security by design. So what about the governed identities? It's natural that many environments need to be governed. It may be our PIMs or personal data stores. It may be governments and other organization networks that need to be governed. I think there are many good consensus mechanisms based on the distributed ledgers, which can be used, reuse some of the technologies of this ungoverned bottom secure layer, but be used to develop governed environments. But however, such an environment shouldn't introduce new identities, because then you're missing the interoperability with other clusters and alliances. So, to summarize, that power positions may easily cause silos. That's typically a reason for someone to fork, to create a new alliance, if there is some implicit trust to someone that you cannot have the same power position. Ungoverned networks can form a common ground and a trust framework without having implicit trust in it. This trust framework really is a trust framework working like social relations between these identities, where each one can decide whom to trust in a self-deterministic manner. Yeah, thank you.